Good morning, fellow minions of the Proving Grounds. Today, I hope you got your pickaxes, your hoes, your shovels, your watering cans, and all the seeds you need. For today, we're growing the crops of the season. Today, we are talking about Stardew Valley. I've been waiting to talk about this one for a long time, but I've been waiting for the co-op mode to drop for PS4. It is currently not dropped for Xbox One, which is a shame because it's very good. So, Stardew Valley was originally a single-player only game, but now has multiplayer on PS4 and PC, and Switch, currently still waiting on Xbox One. You get to create a character, you can be male, female, pick what kind of pet you want in that, and you'll probably immediately be like, hey, this kind of seems like a lot like Harvest Moon, And, well, you would be correct. It is very Harvest Moony. You can also randomly generate and everything and that. You can also choose what type of farm you want. You got the standard, which is just pretty typical, big plot of land. But on top of that, you also get a few unique models. You get the river, the forest, you also get the hilltop, and then the wilderness. Now, I've only played on the river and the hilltop. I haven't tried the forest or wilderness. Wilderness has monsters appear during it, so it's kind of a mixed bag, though. But you can design different challenges, especially with new co-op mode. So, maybe you're just a sick bastard to do that. Anywho, Stardew Valley opens up with your grandfather passing away and leaving you a little. Well, he gives you a little before passing away, but essentially he tells you, my grandson or grandchild or my granddaughter, whatever the hell you are, that basically when you reach a moment in your life that you are basically sick of everything, to open the letter, and when you do that, you find out you've inherited a farm. So, leaving your deadbeat job that you've gotten sick of and your coworkers who've gotten on your nerves, get on the bus and you head to Stardew Valley. Now, very similar to many Harvest Moon games, the farm is a mess. Everything is in disarray, and you're just left with the bare minimum to get by. Now, Stardew Valley is very welcoming. You'll find that you can get a lot of freebies by befriending the characters in the game, and unlike Harvest Moon, where usually you go after a few characters, not usually everyone. There's a lot of benefits to befriending everyone in the game, because they can give you lots and lots of gifts. Now keep in mind, I've only played a lot of older Harvest Moon games. I haven't played a newer one in a very long time. I think the last one was like the Force title on the DS, which is one of the most broken Harvest Moon games that were released. So that's kind of a mixed bag. But there are many townsfolk that provide you service on top of just being normal townsfolk in the area. Several have shops, such as Robin, who will be the carpenter who will build your coops and hay bale areas for your hay, wells. They can add shipping boxes, different facilities to help you, or extra buildings. Now, usually in these kind of farming games, whether Harvest Moon or non-Harvest Moon ones, one of the problems I always see a lot when it comes to the end game is obviously maximizing profit, because usually people will be like, well, this one thing earns the most money during this season and such, so this is why I need to focus on that. Harvest Moon has that problem usually in most titles, but Stardew Valley does a very good job of making everything useful, on top of, obviously, the gift system, which many of these type of games have, where you can give different NPCs different items that they like, to either get them to like you, or hopefully get them to marry you eventually. The thing in Stardew Valley, on top of things like that, and requests that you also can get from the bulletin board, there's a community center Pardon me. There's a community center in the town where these little spirits also request items. Many of these items are the things you can grow every season. Usually it's some of the basic stuff is one of every crop from every season, forageables that you find in the environment of every season, fish that you find in every season, and then there's a few other unique processed goods and things. So it helps keep you on your toes. On top of that, Stardew Valley also features a mechanic. Now, I've never played the Wound Factory games, but Wound Factory is a farm series that has dungeons you can go into, and Stardew Valley also features its own dungeon. There are actually 2 dungeons. The mine, and once you finish the mine, you'll get access to the next dungeon. Once you get the bus fixed and go to the little desert area, you can find an endless dungeon that never ever ends. But you'll find many features that obviously come from Harvest Moon. The game has very heavy roots in Harvest Moon. You got your TV on recipes, fortune telling for your luck for the day, rain, weather. But I do feel like the game is a lot more friendlier. Like, I remember like having animals in Harvest Moon can be pretty brutal. You can have things eat your animals and shit. Animal raising's pretty simple in Stardew Valley. I've literally never had an animal die ever in this game. So I feel like that's a lot easier, but But you'll generally find about everything literally has some kind of functional use, whether it be used for crafting and changing. And speaking of which, you do have a crafting table, which is something I've never seen any of the Harvest Moon games. But again, I've played a lot of the older ones, not the newer ones, so I can't speak about those. So, like, you'll be able to make your own chests, fences, signs, sidewalks, and later on you'll be able to craft seeds, recipes, food, and processing machines to help process stuff like eggs into mayonnaise, milk into cheese, and a few other unique gadgets and stuff. You'll also get access to crazy-ass magic if you know what to do. Befriend the right people or find and purchase the right things. You might be able to do a few things of sorcery on the side as well. But overall, Stardew Valley is just a very relaxing game, and unlike many of the Harvest Moon games where usually you have a limited timer before you're, well, done, like a lot of the old Harvest Moon games, if you wanted to get infinite mode, you had to beat the requirements, and then you could just keep playing the game forever, and if you failed, you had to restart the game. Like, the first Game Boy Color game was like that, I remember. Now, the original Harvest Moon never had an infinite mode. It just ended no matter what, if I remember correctly. But it's been a really long time. And 64 is also like that, like the Game Boy Color game, the first one, where you, if you meet the requirement, you can continue forever after. So, it's up in the air. Some entries do, some entries don't. I think the first PS2 game just ended no matter what, though. I think it had like a remake where you can like infinite farm in heaven or something. It's weird, but Stardew Valley puts no real pressure on you. While it does give you a goal to meet, if you don't meet that goal, you can easily re-trigger that goal requirement to be rechecked by giving a diamond to your grandfather's grave on the farm. This will re-trigger the check, and you can see if you've accomplished the goal or not. If not, you can always continue doing more of the things that give you score on your scoring, and, well, accomplish your goal then. But overall, that's not a requirement at all, but it does give you a nice goodie if you finish it. But the game just goes on forever, and you can even get divorced, make people forget who you are and shit. You can have everyone's memories wiped later on in the game, so you get a lot of options in this game to reset, to keep going that. And then of course you got automation options. You can get water sprinklers, you can get a greenhouse, so you can plant just anything in the greenhouse for any season. And You also have a unique farming tree. Depending on things you do, like going into the mines, fighting, fishing, combat, foraging, which is finding stuff naturally in nature, you're farming, you'll get to a point where you can select 2 different abilities, but you can only pick one, and they can affect pricing, how much stuff you get, how efficient you do things. It just depends on which particular one we're talking about. But you can craft a unique farm to benefit from different things. Like, for example, I know one that I did in my killed, with forging, you'll get the option to, I don't remember what the other option was, but the option I chose was where it makes all forgeables aluminum quality, which is the best quality item, meaning it'll be max value, which is good money when it comes to the pigs and truffles. Ooh, the truffles. Now there's maximizing your money. But either way, with a new co-op mode that added a whole new event on top of the existing holiday events and a few side events that the town holds, it's a really good game that's sounding like it's still going to get a few more minor additions of content, since the creator is still working on it on the side of his new project. So, if there is anything new that comes out for Stardew Valley, hopefully it'll be more better content. But with the multiplayer, it's up to 4 players, counting the host. So 3 additional players can help you on your farm, and you can all become rich and cause mass chaos. Definitely fun, whether single player or multiplayer. Great game. Like I said, it's on Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC. I believe it also has a mobile, and I think it's available digitally on Vita, but I don't think the Vita one gets updates, so I would not expect the co-op update for that, if that is actual version. I believe the game normally goes for $19.99, I believe, physically when it comes to console. How much was it for Steam? I'm not sure if that's also the Steam price here. Let me look here. But honestly, that's a fantastic price for the game, really. I mean, okay, for PC, it's $14.99. But either way, it's a fantastic game. I say at $20 is easy, like, over the amount I would really give it. I would give this a easy $30, honestly. It's a really enjoyable game. I already dumped over 100 hours into my single player file, and I just started doing co-op with friends, so it's a very good game. If you love farm sim type games, definitely check this out. It's very, very good. I have not had fun with one of these type games in a really long time. I really, like, the last really good farm game I played was probably Harvest Moon N64, so if that says anything, there you go. So, delightful game. You can get physically on Switch and PS4. It is available DRM free on GOG, and I believe also Humble Bundle. So, you got lots of options all over the place. Again, I like to emphasize, at the time of this, last I checked at least, Xbox does not have the co-op yet. So, at least, because it was last month that the PS4 just got, and they said that they had a problem with the update on Xbox. So, could come any day. Maybe it actually has came out. But I'm not going to waste any more time. Oh, actually, you know, looking at the Google thing real quick right here, it says the multiplayer update is out as of November 8th. So, actually, it just came out recently. So, there we go. Either way, though, fantastic. Co-op's great. Just to also add on co-op, just for you know, too, there is no split screen. It is online only. So, everyone will need a copy, and, you know, and as far as I know, there's no crossplay, so you have to have the same system, and you have to have your own copy of the game. But still very, very fun. And having on a Switch for portable, oh boy, if I was a child, I definitely would get this on my Switch if I enjoyed the luxury of handheld games anymore these days. But either way, I would definitely check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get with you. Thank you for checking it out. If you feel like you learned something valuable in this, please feel free to leave a like. If you feel like you learned nothing, feel free to leave a dislike. Guilt-free. Until next time, thank you for joining me in the Proving Grounds. Now, if you don't mind me, I gotta get my strawberries ready. The best crop ever!
どうだった？私の作った朝ごはん。